Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Green Goblin was Spider-Man's ally instead of his enemy? Do you think they could be an unstoppable force? Well, that's exactly what happens in this alternate Spider-Verse. In this new series, The Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter is a bit older when he gets his powers, and Harry Osborn has become the Green Goblin after the death of his father. In this world, they never knew each other. However, they come together to fight a new power that has control over a world without heroes. 20 years ago, a villain named the Maker had the foresight to prevent all superheroes from being created, including preventing Peter Parker from being bitten by that spider that would change his life. The Maker then created a secret council of villains to run the world from the shadows. Now, 20 years later, Tony Stark has traveled back through time and given Peter, now older, married with 2 kids, that spider in a suit, and told him he was a hero they will need in the future against the Maker and his council. Now, an older Peter turned Spider-Man has met the Green Goblin, aka Harry Osborn, who has absorbed Stark Industries and all their tech into Oscorp after Tony Stark was framed for terrorism and thought to be dead. But now, with all Stark's files, he has found out who is really behind the terror on New York, and it is someone from the Maker's Council, the Kingpin, William Fisk. After tracking down Kingpin to his penthouse, Spider-Man and Green Goblin stake out his building for a few days, waiting for the right time to break in and take him down, and tonight is the night. However, Spider-Man is quite nervous as he's never done anything like this before. He's never broken a law in this Spider-Verse. He's taken down a couple thugs and assisted in the capture of Bullseye with Green Goblin, but this is on a whole other level for the newfound hero. Goblin is a bit nervous as well, but assures Spider-Man that this is going to be fine and swears, "I won't tell anyone if you don't." They decide to make their move and go crashing into the skylight from the next building over and land in the Kingpin's penthouse. The Kingpin turns around, unfazed by all the commotion. "Ah, company, what a surprise. Can't you see how surprised I am?" he says blankly, staring at them. Kingpin had been watching them for days from the cameras around the city, patiently waiting for when they would make their move. He had been expecting them, and now he wants to know what they want. "I know," you answer to someone, "that all this goes deeper than it appears, and we're here to find out," Green Goblin says with his fists clenched. Kingpin asks, "And how did you learn something like that?" Green Goblin then explains that he got it all from interrogating the Kingpin's assassin, Bullseye. Spider-Man, confused, starts to feel his spider senses kicking in quick. Just then, the Kingpin springs his trap as bars go up, trapping them inside the building. Kingpin then picks up a table and throws it at them, smashing Goblin to the floor. Spider-Man quickly hits Kingpin in the face with his webs and jumps on his back, only for Kingpin to quickly get a hold of him and starts to choke him. Kingpin then takes a blast from Goblin, dropping Spider-Man to the ground. Goblin throws a bomb at the Kingpin, blowing his suit off of him, but to their surprise, the Kingpin is rather unscathed by the blow. Something is different about this Kingpin. He's been improved, had some type of enhancement work done. The blast should have hurt him far worse than he was. Without hesitation, he tackles the Goblin to the ground. With one punch, he fractures his helmet. Spider-Man jumps in and stops the next punch, only to be grabbed by the Kingpin and smashed into the ground, then continues to punch him into the ground over and over. Now, knowing they are outmatched, Goblin calls in his glider and launches a missile into the side of the building, blowing a massive hole into the penthouse. Kingpin is knocked down in the blast, giving Goblin enough time to grab Spider-Man and get to his glider through the new hole in the wall and flying away, narrowly escaping the terrible situation they were clearly unprepared for. The next day, Peter has to face his family and explain what had happened to his face, and finally telling his family that he has become a superhero. Thanks for watching this alternate tale from the Spider-Verse. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to see what happens next in this new series, as well as other comic stories.